Los Angeles. We're ready for MLB the Show's Game of the Week. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a couple of division rivals going head-to-head today, Siggy.
I think when these two teams match up, that regardless, you're looking to bury that other club because of what they've done to you over the course of the season. You figure, hey, it's my time to return the favor.
Just about set to go. And today's starter, Clayton Kershaw. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ha-Sung Kim. Ball to strike. To the right side. And it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 3.
This is Dylan Carlson. Step off throw to first, and he's back in safely. California kid, played for his dad at Elk Grove High School. His teammates there with Nick Madrigal. And that one is lifted in the air. Hayward snags it on the run.
Batting third.
Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Ha-Sung Kim.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Here's Manny Machado. And there's a foul ball. Runner takes off, pitches high. Throw, save.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Man at second. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Hernandez grabs it on the run.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. The 1-2. This to center field. Hernandez settles underneath it. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Getting the nod in this one, Dylan Cease. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And misses. It's a strikeout.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Cease He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. The pitch. That's takes low.
Down.
And another ball. One out, bases empty. And that's ball 4.
Take your base, ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And the pitch. And that one is inside. Swings and misses. 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Betts at first, 1 gone. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
The old strike him out, throw him out to end the inning, trying to force some action on offense, but he was all over it behind the plate.
And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Campusano. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Bauers. And a pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Kershaw deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. No score here in the second. And
That's
another ball.
2-2.
On the ground, could be 2. And he can't come up with it. But the throw to first gets him easily. And that's the first out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
1 out and a runner at second. And that's off the inside edge. 3-1.
After the loss yesterday afternoon, where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this.
Swing and a base hit. Campusano rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Padres take the lead. 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
1 down. Paul DeYoung, the next up for the Padres. And a base hit up the middle. Lead runner around second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Batting up, the designated hitter.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now the DH for the Padres, Matthew Batten. Bounce to the right side. Base hit and a run in to score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. 2 on, 1 out. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Freeman makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So first and second with 2 outs. And now the center fielder, Dylan Carlson. The 1-1. Late on that fastball.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
2-2.
Kershaw fires. Popped up. And that'll do it. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in L.A., we head to the bottom of the second. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That's in there. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That misses, and now it's 3-2. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. That leaves him without a throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Adam Duvall to play.
Adam Duvall.
And another ball. The Dodgers trailing by 2 here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone, but once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Here's Jason Hayward. On the ground, right side. Off balance feed, there's one. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And we're back. Here's Manny Machado to start it off.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. Machado is out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Fly ball down the line. And that will drop foul. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building your bullpens. On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Padres, the catcher, Luis Campusano.
Next for the Padres, Luis Campusano. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. And a pitch. That's off the mark, and it's 2-2.
2-2.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And a pitch. That one just misses. 3-2 now.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 2.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Now the left fielder, Jake Bowers. The pitch. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Tatis off of first with 2 away. Check swing, and that's a ball. The 3-1 in for a strike, full count.
Full count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is that. One left for San Diego, but they're on top 2-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. The pitch.
No, ball.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. Home run number 20 on the year, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. He wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Trey Sweeney digs in now.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
And now it's 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Jonathan India at the plate.
2-2.
That misses the zone. 2-2. One down, base is empty. Got him. 2 away now.
Up next,
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
2-1.
Wouldn't chase that time.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Throws to first, and that will end the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And the home team down a run. 3 innings in the book on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Start of the 4th, so digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
One ball,
Clearly
two
was sitting
strikes.
on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And he deals. Popped in the air. Left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. Out to short. Bats up with it. Now 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. Matthew Batten, the next up for the Padres. 2 outs.
2-1.
Fouls one off. 2 and 2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Padres go down quietly. They lead it 2-1.
You see how hot my degrees be. You see them jock trying to beat me. It's only one man, believe me. Believe me. It's only one man, believe me.
Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's Mookie Betts.
Not shortstop. Mookie
The
Betts.
1-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Ball to strike. The pitch.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
The Dodgers down by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Cease throws over, and Betts dives back. That misses the zone. Now 3-1. Down the line, should be extra bases. Now it rolls down into the corner. Throw comes in, runner stopped, 2nd and 3rd, nobody out.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Swing and a miss. 2 and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The Dodgers going with a pinch hitter, Miguel Vargas.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
And the right-hander deals. Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside. And as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Two on, one out. And next for L.A., Adam Duvall. Betts on third. Smith at second with one away. And
That's
another ball.
2-2.
Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. Two on, one out. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike three.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. And that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Ripped on a line. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. The run scores from second. It's 3-2.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but it was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. That one finds the zone and a full count now. Runner at second, two down. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Cronenworth pulls that one down, and that's the third out. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this two-run double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Coming up, we head to the fifth. Staying in the game on defense, Miguel Vargas. He pinch hit last half and now takes over at first. So digging in, Ha-Sung Kim.
The shortstop.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one in there across the letters. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And the leadoff man set down, and they're half the fifth.
No, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Stepping in for San Diego, Dylan Carlson. And that's outside. And that's ball two.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2-2.
And a swing and a miss. And there's two away.
fast with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And now it's Manny Machado. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Hernandez makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back here in L.A., now the third baseman, Trey Sweeney. The pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Kicks and fires. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The wind of the pitch.
Ball. 2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Righty delivers. And
Ball
another
count.
ball. On the ground to the left. Handled by Machado. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
On second base.
Here's the second baseman, Jonathan India. Swings here and blasts one left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second with a double. And they've got something brewing now.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
So the batting order turns over. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Here comes a pitch. And a good eye there. The 2-1. And it's strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Here's Mookie now. Turns and fires to Betts. That one fouled off.
Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
The shortstop takes the ball.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Man on second, 2 down. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And he grounds one back up the middle. DeYoung throws to first in time. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the sixth, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Fernando Tatis Jr. The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Swung on, belted. Hayward on the move. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. And now this is down for a base hit. Here comes Tatis around third. He'll score, and the Padres tie the game. It's 3-3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Go ahead run on base. Here's the left fielder, Jake Bauers. And here it comes. Drops a bunt down the first base side. They apply the tag, and the runner moves up to second.
The first baseman, number 10, Jake Cronenworth.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Go-ahead run at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And another ball. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Moving under it. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Now back, second baseman, Paul DeYoung.
Paul DeYoung, the next up for the Padres.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him.
That one is absolutely belted. And this one could be extra bases. In comes the run from second. It's 4-3. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
So 2 down. Matthew Batten, the next up for the Padres. It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Gavin Stone gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Man at second. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Part of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Padres 4 and the Dodgers 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Adrian Morejon.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Well, One-run game. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
Out to short, Kim. Zips it to first. Gets the catcher by a step.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
One down, base is empty. And there's a ball. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Brent Suter, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Cosgrove warming up as well. And now the lefty. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
The punch out there. And there's 2 down.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up in 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
The Dodgers trailing by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
2-2.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Score holds at 4-3. Top of inning number 7. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. The wide to kick the pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That one ripped. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He was all over that one. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Next for the Padres, Dylan Carlson. Kim stands at second with no outs. Now this is in the air down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. The 2-2 now.
Count is full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And the righty deals. Out to short. Betts whips it to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Manny Machado up to the plate.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. High fly ball, right field. Hayward gets under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. That one missed.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
He caught it behind his back, and that's a nice play to end the inning. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there and it stuck. That was pretty cool.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tom Cosgrove.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Now here is Jason Hayward.
The right fielder, Hayward.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Chris Taylor.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Not even close there. It's 2-2. And that's in the dirt. Payoff pitch. And he walked him. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
The 1-1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
1-2 now. And another ball with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Got him swinging.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Digging in, Trey Sweeney. Kicks and deals. Fall off foul. At the belt and fires. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Really nice swipe of second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher, because that catcher can make up some time. And such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but he just beat him.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
That high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin.
New pitcher now, Robert Suarez.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Jonathan India steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Next offering in there for a strike. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Strike.
So the tying run at second.
Ball.
And another ball. Righty to the plate. Wouldn't chase that time. Shohei Ohtani. The kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Two outs. Line drive, base hit. Around third. Here comes the throw. He scores to tie it up. It's 4-4.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani.
1-2's the count.
Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 4 apiece. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The 8th inning is coming your way next. So remaining in the game defensively, Chris Taylor. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. So here comes the big lefty, Aroldis Chapman, to the mound.
This guy's a striker. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Campusano. Tied at 4. And that's outside. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one at triple digits.
2-2.
That's to third. Fires across the diamond. First out in the top of the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Jake Bauers, the next up for the Padres. 1 down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. And another ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, we see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
And now the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1-2.
Just off the outside corner. And the count is 2-2. And there's a ball.
Full count.
Ball to Young. Waits on deck. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th. In the air, left field. Should have this one. And that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And now it's going to be Mookie Betts. The pitch. There's a strike at the knees. And the count 1-2. And a pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
No outs. Runner at first. Next to hit, Will Smith. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Miguel Vargas.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Here's a 1-1.
2-1.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. With the go-ahead run at first, here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Yeah.
Check swing went around. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Good. He never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Pickoff move to first, and Betts dives back. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile on. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boot. Get back on track. His team needs him.
Adam Duvall steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Betts leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Up the middle. Throw over to Cronenworth. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. So the Dodgers leave 1. This game's all tied at 4. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Ketel Marte. He represents the go-ahead run. Blake Trinan gets the ball now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Right-handed reliever. Popped up. Sweeney under it. And there's one down. So now a pinch hitter, Xander Bogaerts. Big spot for him here. The 1-1.
Ball.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ha-Sung Kim. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2. The count.
Four in the ninth. On the ground, a second, might be two. Flips for one. Double play. And that sends us to the bottom of the ninth. We are tied.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
So coming into the game now on defense, Ketel Marte. He'll play second. So the Padres with a new arm in the mound, number one.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Chris Taylor now.
The right fielder,
And the pitch. Started to swing, held up. Bullpen action for the Padres. Yohan Duran, the closer, is getting loose. Two one now. And downstairs. Teoscar Hernandez waiting for a turn at the plate. To third. And there's a hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can hit. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Got out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Winning run at first, nobody out. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Checks over to first, back safely. The 1-2. And another ball. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
One down, winning run on first. Tied at 4. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. And a payoff pitch. Ball 4. He walked in. And that'll keep the line moving. First and second, 1 out. Jonathan India, the next to hit. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
The pitch. And a count 1-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
With the winning run standing at second. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. Swings and misses, struck him out. Nothing happening on the bases, though. So the lineup flips over. And now here's the Dodgers' designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming. They call this batter a gamer because he always seems to perform better when it matters most. Who doesn't want a guy like that on your team?
2 on, 2 outs. Check swing, but he went too far. It's 2-2. The pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back now, and we're in extras. A new arm on the mound here in the top half of the inning. Kenley Jansen.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Stepping in for San Diego, Dylan Carlson. Next offering is in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Strike 3, got him swinging. And that's the first out. Now Machado up here.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this whole crowd will be fired up if they can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis waits. That's outside. 2-1. The pitch.
3-1.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. To third, safe there. And I'm going to think that'll be scored a pass ball. Two down, go ahead run in scoring position. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
The batter, the catcher.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Luis Campusano will hit next. The pitch. And that's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
If he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And he deals. In the air, right side. Taylor sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the 3rd out. So they strand a pair. On to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are tied 4-4. On to the bottom of the 10th. Now the number 2 hitter, Mookie Betts.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Here's a 1-1. In the air, out towards left center. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
When you're already in scoring position, if you decide to tag, you really want to be more than 100% confident that you can make it safely to third, because otherwise you take a potential run scoring opportunity off the board. Great throw to third.
Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. That's inside. Pitch misses, and the count's full. Miguel Vargas hitting on deck circle. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So they go quietly there. We push on to the 11th, and we are tied 4-4. 11th inning set to get underway. Now the left fielder, Jake Bauers. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are
got him. And one gone. Substitution now at second base. Entering is the pinch runner, Jose Azocar. Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting any.
Line drive, base hit. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores.
He only gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
One down, runner at first. Ketel Marte now at the plate. The 2-1.
That's a ball.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
Full count.
Smoke to right, but he's got it.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. His righty-lefty splits there. Cronenworth, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Good job to fight that one off. And another ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste.
It drops in, gets away a little bit, and that keeps the inning alive.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
So next, Ha-Sung Kim. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Evan Phillips.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Smith hauls it in to end the inning. Well, they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Yohan Duran.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Now into the ball game on defense, Ethan Salas. He takes over behind the plate. Well, 1-run game, Miguel Vargas getting ready to hit. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Puts a bunt down, sends it across to first, and that's an out on the sacrifice.
Played a little small ball right there. Now they've got a runner on third with less than 2 outs. A lot of different ways to get him home. Nicely done right there.
Here's the left fielder, Adam Duvall.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
The tying run is 90 feet away. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
The 3-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way out.
Runners in the corners here, 1 away. Here comes Chris Taylor. Ball to strike.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Teoscar Hernandez up next for the Dodgers. And the right-hander's 3-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Count is full.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
So bases loaded with 1 away. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. The winning run on second base.
At risk of walking in a big run here, and these fans really letting them hear it as well.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And the pitch. In the air, right field. Lays out and makes the play. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Padres salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Pressure packed in this final inning. Tying run on base. Great running and diving catch to rob the base hit and also prevent that run from scoring. What a great job. A lot of excitement in that dugout. It's going to carry into the clubhouse.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 11 runners on base. For the Dodgers, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 11 runners on base. Time of the ballgame, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout. 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive in safely.